Yes, guys, Just2More in the house is another episode. How we doing? How are we?
We'll change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, man. Yeah. How's your training going?
It's alright.
Yeah, we're getting it done, right?
We hit legs the other day together.
Yeah.
We had a good leg session.
It was the end of my shift and I didn't really want to train and he pushed it out of me. But I had about a good hour of me. I did an hour. You did 30 minutes.
For context, I don't believe a leg day.
Yeah, it's
counts
true.
It's not an hour and 30 minutes.
I hit what I had to hit and then
TJ's was like
done.
50 minutes. I'm like, come on, man.
I was an hour. I started before you.
It wasn't okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It was a warm up, so it was like maybe an hour at best.
Hey man, you're just a hater.
I was just getting some movement in. Yeah. So.
No, but it was towards the end of my shift and like I was fatiguing quite quickly, and I know when I start to flag, I can't continue. And he was on about doing walking lunges, so I was like, that's not happening, is it?
Walking lunge. If you want legs, walking lunges.
Yeah, but then I did one lunge as we left the leg extension room, and I did one lunge, and I was like, nope. If I do 3, I'm not coming back up.
Yeah. So we done legs. Training's good.
Yeah.
Well,
I put you onto a new songs, didn't I?
Yeah. So let's talk about some music.
Yeah. What music gets you pumped? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, cool. So we'll start the episode with music to train to.
It depends on the day for me, because I've got 3 genres that I will listen to, right? Oh, actually, I'll go 4. The main one, it also depends on the day, man. Because if I'm having a bad day and I want a rough session, like a body, like a proper, like loads of reps, high weight, whatever.
I can't train to TJ's music, by the way.
It's drill. Yeah. You didn't think I was going to say that, did you?
You can't train to drill. I've tried it. You cannot train to drill.
Yes, you can. No. Yes, you can.
Nah,
and I'll tell you when I train with drill, when I'm doing back day. That's when it really gets me pumped. Chefing.
That's crazy. That's what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that drill gets me pumped.
Drill's are like driving like down the road and I'm like,
yeah.
not when I'm training, man.
So shout out to Digger D, man. he gets my back going.
Pause.
Days. Pause that. Yeah. We'll cut that bit out.
You can't be saying those things, man. You can't be saying that.
But so that's for back.
Yeah.
If I'm doing legs, I'm not gonna lie. Bring Me the Horizon, rock music. Bring Me the Horizon. Usually, that will be like they'll get me pumped. Especially their new album, man. It's amazing. Like I love Bring Me the Horizon. That's for leg day. My chest. See, I'm weird about chest because I like listening to house music with chest. He doesn't like the house music I listen to.
I don't mind house music. It's just that there was no. It was so flat.
Yeah, it was quite flat, wasn't it?
Your music was fine. Yeah. It was just like maybe if you had headphones on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It just wasn't. You were playing it on the speaker, and it was just I wasn't feeling it. It was leg day as well. Like leg day for me is rock.
Yeah, it is rock. It would be Britney
Papa Roach.
Yeah.
Or
but
Linkin Park.
Yeah, Linkin Park. Yeah, to be fair, Ash would agree with you on that one. Ash.
Oh really?
Yeah,
nice.
He loves Linkin Park. But what was I saying? Yeah, so usually be house, but I tend to listen to Portuguese rap. If you know, guys, I am Portuguese, so I listen to like Portuguese. I do love a little bit of reggaeton for the Spanish viewers. But if it is chest, I'll usually rotate between house, Portuguese rap, and hip hop, or reggaeton, Spanish music. Usually, if I'm listening to reggaeton, people won't say it's reggaeton, but I listen to a lot of Bad Bunny. But again, I do listen to reggaeton as well. You know?
Nice, man.
Yeah. What about you? What's the sort of music?
Well, so it's always like some sort of depressing music because what
is going on?
Because the thing is that you're at the gym because you're depressed. Like, there's no other reason you're at the gym.
No, maybe you're happy and you just want to get gains.
Nah, man. That's why I'm always at the gym.
So your reasoning for being in the gym is because you're depressed?
Yeah, it's toxic. It's a toxic relationship. So.
Oh God,
yeah,
guys.
TJ.
I feel sorry for this podcast already, guys. If you want to switch over to the Sidemen, it's absolutely fine.
This one won't be on Sunday because we won't be competing with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, TJ, not introduced me, but yeah, so I've listened to Machine Gun Kelly before.
Oh yeah.
And you told me about his new EP that he dropped, and I'm liking it.
It symbolises to his life at the moment.
Yeah. There's like some deep love stories there, and you know,
it's with Trippie Ray as well, guys. And there's one song when I listen to it. This is why I showed you the EP. Struggles. I heard it, and
I listened to it. Yeah, I get it, but I'm really in touch with Lost Boys. Lost Boys.
Yeah, Lost Boys. Yeah,
that's the one for me. Like, because I feel like there's deeper lyrics there that you can interpret how you want. And for me, I feel that that
is
one
it the 4 a.m. Yeah, that bit, right?
4 a.m.
Yeah.
There's another one as well about I can't remember, but
it's probably time travel because I know time travel is quite good as well.
Is that the second one?
That's the third one.
Yeah, that one's
second one is my favourite. Beauty is my favourite.
That's how's it go?
I can't remember how it goes, but I know it's my favourite one.
That's it's a different vibe,
different vibe.
Anyways, yeah, so that's generally kind of I've been enjoying that at the minute. Otherwise, you know, I've got a little bit of I've got a playlist called Deep.
Okay, so what's in that playlist? Deep stuff.
So, do you want to know?
Go on.
So, this is quite toxic because it could mess up my lift. Actually, no, we won't go through Deep because that's just a bit random. We got a bit of Taylor Swift in there. We just got a little bit of this and that.
We were both young when I first saw you.
But I do have.
Guys, if you like the lyrics, follow the page.
For all the Swifties out there. So my 5K playlist, which I say is 5K, it's not. It's just my gym playlist. We got some Post Malone, Royal Deluxe, Skillet, Papa Roach, Linkin Park, Eminem, obviously.
Obviously, you gotta have
a bit of a shout there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, really. Friction, massive fan of Friction.
Who's Friction? Who the hell is Friction?
It's not my fault that Telmo doesn't know what he's on about.
Here we go. Blame me.
Look, their songs you would hear their songs are everywhere. One of them are. What's their biggest one?
I feel like I'm offending quite a lot of viewers.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh my god, that is awful! What is that? What is that? That is awful. What were you trying to do? Were you trying to serenade me just then? Because if you did, it was working. I'm joking.
Hold on.
Right, no, I don't want to hear.
Anyways, I don't
want to hear more about
Friction. If you know about Friction, drop a comment below.
Yeah.
My homeboys. I might go and see them. Friction, Subfocus, bit of K9, love it.
Yeah, you're going into D&B now.
Yeah.
No, not me.
No? Okay,
not my scene.
So
how do you even? All right, give me a second. How do you even dance to D&B? That's how you dance to it.
We need an
guys. I'm sorry, but how do you dance to D&B?
No, look. That's why you're training to it. You're getting the reps. In.
I can't, man. It's a lot of. Alright,
cool.
No, man, I can't.
Let's not talk about music anymore. You're offending me. It's fine. Just
guys, let us know.
To drill.
Because drill, whoa. Drill gets you
to train to.
Damn right. And I'll tell you who I'm listening to at the moment. Potter Piper. Yeah. Man,
is he doing your back in as well?
Hey, man.
He's good.
But I like lyrically, he's one of the best at the moment, I think, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I like him. I like the music he's putting out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man.
Nice, man.
Go on.
So, today's topic.
Yeah.
We spoke about music.
Yeah, it was like a little introduction.
Yeah. So we kind of just go with the flow. Today's topic.
Tell me.
Do you want to know?
Go on.
We've got a coin.
A coin?
Yeah. I don't want to do a heads or tails, but okay, cool. So
how about you tell me the topics and then I'll guess or I'll pick what one we should talk about.
Okay. Let's talk about.
I kind of want to see where this is going. Go on.
Let's talk about how
The suspense.
love
Ooh. Sure.
has impacted or has a correlation with your gym life.
Okay. All right. How was... We're going straight over to you, mate.
You want me to start off?
Yeah.
I feel like
this...
we have to speak about this because one, it's relatable. Two, I feel like everyone goes through it, which is why it's relatable. And like, gym's always going to be there for you. And three, like, you just need to get us to know us better. And like, I'd rather just be honest and speak freely.
Yeah. Gym's your boy at the end of the day.
Gym is your boy. Like, the iron is always going to be there for you. It doesn't have emotions. It doesn't have feelings. The iron is going to be there for you.
No matter how much you fuck over the gym will never leave you.
Exactly. You can always trust in the dumbbells until they fall on your face. But
yeah.
Okay, cool. So for me personally, started at what? 17, 18?
Oh, we're going way back. We're doing everything.
I want to go through the motions so you actually understand like how important it is.
We might be here for the whole hour.
No. So, first of all, as a young man, who I feel like, you know, if you're a male listener, you will 100% relate to this. Your first love, your first relationship, you break up, what's the first thing you do? You go to the gym.
Okay.
So, what, 17? Mate, I was in the gym, the one that you used to go to at like, God knows what time, like 10 p.m.-ish. I'd be walking down to the gym, got my Papa Roach on, LinkedIn Park, and I'll be benching, bro. Because I was like, this bitch, I'm going to make sure, she's going to regret this. And by the way, I still don't have that physique now. I still don't have that physique. But it really, like, it changes you. And it's just like, okay, cool, I'm going to go to the gym because I'm going to better myself.
Yeah.
Can you relate?
No.
Has it been, like,
yeah, I can and I can't because when I get what you're saying with your first relationship, like you can love quite hard, and I think it's for both parties. But I never like spent my time in the gym after my relationship. One was because I kept on feeling sorry for myself, and two was because I wasn't. I think I was at the stage of I wasn't really training that much. Like, I didn't really.
So you have an opposite gym relationship to me. If anyone listens to the audios,
you would know
that
what
we
we're
do.
talking about. Yeah.
So like TJ kind of just shuts himself off, whereas for me, I run to the gym. When I'm like, if I'm emotional, then I'll run to the gym.
Yeah.
Or I'll go for a run or something like that. Like I can't help myself.
I did listen to these like. So it was half a podcast, but I listened to it and it said like when you break up with someone, remember the last words that they've said to you and take imprint them in your head. So when you're training, like those words will repeat in your head and then you can lift harder. And I remember I was doing chest one day, and I was pumping like crazy because that one phrase that I had just kept on replaying in my head. Do you want to know what the phrase was?
Go on.
No matter what you do, you will never get me back.
She said that.
Crazy. Do you know how hard hitting that was? That replayed in my head, mate.
Wow.
10,000 times. And that drove me. So when I was in the gym, if I was doing like a big lift, that would replay in my head. That would all the time. No matter what you do, you'll never get me back. We'll see about that.
Okay, this brings me to my second one. This is an interesting one, right? So it's not like I can't think of a particular phrase or anything like that. Second one, this one finished me. Like context, I'm talking about like 12 o'clock, midnight, on the floor, crying my eyes out, struggling to breathe. Like Guys, don't ever let a girl get you to that point. And I'm speaking to my male followers, right? And my female followers. Guys, don't ever let someone get you to the stage where you're on the floor of your bedroom sobbing your eyes out. Because at the end of the day, if they're treating you like this, to the point where you're getting like this, they don't deserve you. But the thing is like, I agree with what you say, but at the same time, I feel like you have to go through that.
You have to become a stronger person, yes.
Yeah, because like you have to level up.
You shouldn't, even if you're like genuinely going through the hardest breakup in the world, you shouldn't be such a mess like that.
Yeah.
That I get it, guys. I've been through a breakup myself. It's hard. My voice went there. It is hard. It is. I'm not like excusing anything. It's very, very hard. But don't let it consume you. And I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of like letting my feelings consume me and let my heart like literally like, you know.
Yeah.
But you can't. You got to stay strong.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you have to be there.
Yeah.
I feel like you
we all go through it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you all go through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good message. But at the end of the day, like if you don't go through it, then you'll never learn to love and feel those things.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So that was tough. That was a big moment for me. And at that time, I couldn't think about the gym. But for sure, like a couple of days later, I signed up to Pure Gym. And I was training at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We spoke about this before.
You train a ridiculous time.
Because I was like, I just couldn't sleep. Like I would try and sleep, I'd get up and I'd just be like, what am I going to do? And so, bro, this is mad. It's the first time I speak about this.
Ever?
Yeah, like I never had a reason to speak about it. But I just feel like we just got to be honest, open, let's just power through it. Don't care who sees this, whatever. So, for context, broke up. Was kind of just like doing our bits.
Sorry. What relationship was this?
This is Surrey.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. So guys,
guys, a podcast. This is a podcast. If you don't know about what we're talking about, listen to the podcast.
Yeah, listen to the podcast because you'd know. Just for quick context, moved down to Surrey with my partner. Do you know what? Like, generally, overall, good time. Like, genuinely, like, I don't have anything bad to say about it. Like, there was.
You don't regret the time.
No, I don't regret nothing. And like, it was great. It was, you know, it was what it was, and I learnt loads. But yeah, towards the end, as always, it gets ugly. And I remember coming home one day, seeing her go to the train station, and she went out. She went on a date, right? So
what?
Yeah.
In the relationship?
No. This was when it was over. It was,
but you guys were still dating, living with each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's like there's nothing you can really do at that point because
you guys. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, go on.
I've got so many questions. Were you guys still sleeping in the same bed?
Not really. There's so much you can do in that situation. Like, where else am I going to sleep?
Yeah.
I did end up getting like a blow-up bed, and I slept in the office, bro. It was good. It was a good time though. I was doing work, slept.
I should be laughing, but I'm laughing because I can imagine Sean.
I've been there. Do you know what?
Wait. I can just imagine Sean like with his blow up bed, like blowing like I need some help.
I don't have to cardio. I haven't trained for like 2 years.
And you can cut that bit out.
Just like for context as well, that was obviously at the point where I was like at my heaviest. I was struggling to like I was a big guy.
Yeah.
I was husky and like I was just struggling with everyday things. I always speak about like trying to get up the stairs with shopping bags, stuff like that. Just like normal bits I was really struggling with. And then after that started getting back into football again. That was really good. That was a game changer. But anything for more context, as time went on, obviously like, as women they can move on. They're getting more dates, whatever. And I was just kind of going through the process, realizing, you know, how lonely the world is. And I just remember the time that I talk about where I was just on the phone, like on the floor, absolutely just finished. I remember speaking to her at the time, and the audacity, just the absolute audacity to say that my man had a 6-pack. That's not even relevant. And I was just like, what? Yeah.
Can you?
So pros and cons on.
Can you go like okay?
So apparently six packs matters.
Can we go back into this conversation? How did this conversation go?
So I was just like, because like when you're in that position, you're just desperate for answers. You're like,
yeah.
You're asking questions you don't want to know the answer to. You don't want to. You're asking questions that you don't want to know the answer to, and you're searching. So it's just like, oh, who was this other guy? Like blah blah blah, and yes. Again, like you ask questions that you don't want to know the answer to.
Yeah.
And all I remember was, oh yeah, like in really good shape, 6-pack, like American guy, and I was just like, wow, bro, wow. Okay, cool.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on, then.
Did she end up hooking up with this guy?
What do you mean?
Well, did they end up canoodling? No. Well, not that
not first time.
They have.
Yeah, I think I I don't know. I can't even answer that.
Yeah.
I feel like if you asked me like at the time, then I would have had an answer. But genuinely, I've forgotten about that now.
Of course.
Like, I can't.
It's the past. It's the past of time.
Like if we just say like, I presume probably, but I can't. But honestly, I've moved on. Like I literally cannot remember. But yeah, probably.
Quite an intrusive question. I shouldn't have asked that.
Nah, I know there was a few like again, like it's kind of past me now, but all I remember is like that as a thing is like when you're at your lowest, and like for me is like running to the gym, going to the gym for those types of problems, then hearing that, like again, like doing those reps and remembering what people say is like
big time.
That's crazy. And like more of the story is I still don't have a 6-pack, so it shows that it shows how much I do not care about. I don't care about what you have to say. I'll be me.
That is tough to listen to. I'll be honest.
But again, it's just something that it always goes in your head, and you're like, oh wow, okay. So, because the thing is that in your head, you're always going to feel insecure, or like you feel like you have to catch up to someone else. But you know, reality is you are who you are.
Man, if someone said they're going on a date, well, if I had a girlfriend and she
didn't tell me. By the way, it's only because like I was driving home and I seen her going to a train station.
Yeah,
I was like, where you going? None of your business.
Oh.
None of your business where I'm going. What do you mean? We live in the same house. Going to London. I was like, oh, wow, okay. Okay.
Why are you going to London? And then she was like, I'm going to meet a guy with a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Man, if a girl ever said that to me, I'm throwing hands.
You're not going back into his house.
What? I'm turning into Floyd Mayweather, man. I'm giving you the Mayweather.
But yeah, big up to one of my boys. Like he was there for me. Spoke to him and kind of just like spoke it out. So yeah.
I am throwing hands. Crazy.
Yeah, it's just nice. It just shows how important it is to have friends around you at that
100%, 100%. At your lowest, especially, you need people. You need people you can talk to, and 100%.
So like for me, again, relationships, like gym's always been there for me. And the thing is, as well, is like when you go to the gym, you've got a community, you've got people you can speak to, and they've all been through the same thing.
Yeah.
You have a different insight, and especially, I feel like where I find love out of the gym, and then I run to the gym after. I feel like you're the opposite. You find love in the gym, and then you run away from the gym when it's over.
I'm a type of person who, if you're not training hard, you're not training at all, right? So if I'm going to the gym to be half-hearted, I'm just not going to go to the gym and work out.
Yeah.
And in those phases of my life, and I'm speaking about when I broke up with my ex, in those phases of my life, it got to a point where I was like, I just don't want to train because I'm going to be half-hearted.
Yeah.
And I'll get to the gym, and this has happened to me before, especially when I broke up with my ex. I would get to the gym, and I wouldn't want to be
your
there.
ex? Or?
Yeah, the only ex I've ever had. Do you know what I mean?
Cool. You hear that?
I'll
only one.
Yeah, shut up. I'll get to the gym, and I just wouldn't want to be there. I wouldn't want to be there. And it would kill me because I would have to turn up to work every single day. And that's where I talk about painting that facade and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just, for me, it was a tough time because when it comes to my problems, I shut myself off completely.
Yeah.
I don't talk to anyone. I'm the opposite to you. I don't talk to anyone. I will deal with my problems by myself. And that's what really eats me alive. I just had to find myself. And it was a proper difficult time for me. And I at one point, I didn't even know who I was coming out of that relationship.
Tough.
It was really tough. And then I become a person I didn't want to be. I went through that, well, I don't want to say a fuckboy phase, but you know when you like, if you can't get under like that situation where you're like sleeping around with other people and stuff like that.
You're just finding rebounds.
I was finding rebounds. But I was also giving people false hope.
Yeah.
I found myself doing that.
Yeah, same.
And
been there.
Look, I'm not a perfect person, guys. I really ain't. But there was I shouldn't say this, but I found comfort in other people giving me comfort. But all these other people were women. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Same.
And this is.
I just want to be cuddled.
No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Yes, like that. Yeah, like that.
I just want to be cuddled.
God, why am I saying that?
Come on, man. Just come on.
People would give me comfort, and I would
take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just like within other people's like where they want to help you, you just take advantage of it, and that's who we are as human beings. Like people take advantage.
But people would give me comfort, but then they would fall for me quite weirdly. Like all of a sudden, like trying to help me or trying to fix me is quite attractive. Do you know what I mean? And I've had that situation where people were trying to give me comfort, people were trying to lift me up, and all of a sudden, like we're hooking up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that wasn't what I needed. What I needed was I needed an escape. I needed time for myself. I needed to get over this. Do you know what I mean? I can't believe I'm saying this. I actually can't believe I'm saying this.
Yeah, but it's true. It's all relatable.
It is very relatable.
People like hopefully like if anyone listening to this can relate. It's just like, you know, we've been there as well.
We have been there. We have
humans. Like
yeah,
we might look like PTs. We might look like dicks walking around the gym floor. Like we've been there.
We have.
That's why we look like dicks walking around the gym floor, because we're hurt. We've hurt before, but
then like for me, what I had to do to essentially like move on and like accept that we were never going to get back together was when I like started taking initiative for myself and started like training.
Yeah.
Started like taking care of myself and like really put myself first, and then it was when I started doing all my solo traveling.
You've got to show up for yourself, and it's the only way that you can actually just like you bounce back, you improve on yourself, and you go again. Guys,
I'll give you a massive like, if you ever get out of a relationship and you want just to disappear, go to Barcelona.
Yeah.
Go to Barcelona. I remember I went to Barcelona, I booked my flights, and I was like, I just need to get the fuck out of it. I can't be in this country anymore because this is killing me. And I got a plane ticket to Barcelona. I went for a couple of days, and the moment I stepped off the plane in Barcelona, I fell in love. Genuinely, I fell in love with the place. Like,
you're going back as well, aren't you?
I am going back.
Yeah.
In August. I can't wait.
It shows.
I stepped off that plane and I was like, oh my God, I love this. And I was just walking. I walked. So I got you get like this T2 bus that will go to Barcelona Central, like the city central. And I remember I walked an hour from my hotel because I kept on turning the wrong turns, and it was just beautiful. The people were beautiful. Everything was beautiful. Like I'm trying to learn Spanish as well. Like I'm Portuguese, but I'm trying to learn Spanish because Portuguese and Spanish is not the same. It is not the same.
Basically is.
Anyway, I'm trying to learn Spanish, and when I was out there, I was like, muchas gracias, entiendo todo, vale, whatever. And I was trying to speak Spanish. Like that was the first time I was like trying to speak another language. I was like, hablo español claramente, and like just like giving everyone false hope that I could speak Spanish. But no, going to Spain and it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot.
So, moral of the story: live through a heartbreak. You can either go to the gym or you can run away from the country.
Literally.
Basically. It's tough. It's really tough out there, especially when it comes to love and, you know, relationships, and it gets really tough. But for me, I just feel like if you've got gym as like a solid foundation in your life and you've got that outlet, then, you know, even if you're in a relationship and you're struggling and, you know, you're always having arguments with your partner or that, usually it's because you've lost that time for yourself. Like speaking to people and that is like, they just feel like they've lost their time for themselves. So by going to the gym, you're allocating that time to yourself. You're getting like.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah,
do you ever regret any bits of the relationship?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. Like, don't regret anything. Like, I've reflected on myself.
Okay.
So there's nothing that I regret from the relationship. Whatever, it is what it is. You can't change the past. All I'd say is that what I done to myself was I stopped training. I lost that time for myself, and therefore it impacted the relationship and how I could be around other people. And it wasn't just a relationship, it was family, it was people that I was working with, it was like the people around me, I just couldn't be at the best for them because I had like secluded all the time for myself.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's just an important learning curve that you need, is that whether you're in a relationship or not, for me is like, I just feel like gym is that staple. It could be rugby, it could be football, it could be, you know, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. whatever that is for you, you need that. Like, you need to stay so core to yourself and do what you do. Don't ever change your routine for anyone.
Don't lose yourself as well in that
Exactly,
breakup.
because then it just impacts everything else.
Yeah.
You start to become salty. Things that are said that like stick in your head. Then it all builds up. Then it just goes downhill, and it's just like, it's never a good ending. Someone gets hurt, and most of the time it's you. So
yeah,
because then like when it ends, then you've got nothing left. You've given everything up.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have, the thing is, if you didn't like lose yourself, then you wouldn't be on the catch-up game as well, which is just even harder to get back on, which we've spoken about before. Like when you stop training, then you have to start again, and it's like 2, 3, 4 sessions before you're back on top, and it's just like, wow, lost myself completely. So we spoke a little bit about love. I feel like we could have got a little bit deeper, but
we could have gone a little bit deeper. But I liked where we went because it was a place.
We're still trying to keep it relevant to fitness as well. We have topics, but we want to. So like, yeah, I said it before, but like for me, it's like if I'm going through a tough time or if I'm going through a breakup, like gym is my home.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So at the minute, yeah, I'm at the gym 24/7. But yeah, TJ, you like running away from it, so.
Yeah, well.
Or just as the past has seen.
Yeah, everyone's different, right? And everyone heals in different ways. But to be fair, I've only ever been in one relationship. And the way I healed from that relationship was the way I healed, and obviously it probably wasn't the right way to heal, but that's how I healed, and that's how I got better, essentially. But at the end of the day, would I take my advice? Probably not. Would I take your advice? Yes.
Really?
I would run away.
I would take your advice. I'd rather travel.
Yes, but my advice was, if you can't...
Maybe we should just be dolphins.
No. No way. No way. No way.
You don't need context. But yeah, that's so yeah, for anyone that's watching this episode today, it's a little bit of a flat one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for deeping it.
Yeah.
But like,
I think there is stuff people can relate to in this episode.
Yeah, look, it's one that you have to listen to. You have to trust the process and stick with it. Hopefully there's bits and bobs that you can pick up on and relate to, and you know, if you've been through a tough time or that, you know, maybe share some of your feelings and thoughts down in the comments. And if you're going through a breakup and you want to train with someone, just pop down to Pure Gym Luton. If you're from the local area, let's train. I'm always open to training with people. I love like training with people, learning new things. And you know, if you're going through a tough time or you want to, you know, I'm not your therapist, TJ's not your therapist, but it's like if you want to train or you're feeling a little bit down or lonely, give us a shout, man. We'll train together. Why
100%,
not?
100%.
But yeah.
And if you're ever struggling, just contact one of your friends. Reach out.
Yeah.
Speak.
Which is tough, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, big time.
But yeah, let's wrap that up. Episode 3. I can't believe it. 3 in-person episodes. And many more to come. If you've got ideas for any episodes or anything that you want to learn about or talk about, drop it down in the comments. Communication is key. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening to us on Spotify, how many stars, tell me?
5. Cinco. That was so British the way you said that.
Cinco. No less than 5.
No less than 5.
And if you enjoy listening to us, share with some friends and family, your mum, your dad, your grandma.
Your dad's girlfriend.
Yeah. Also
Just 2 more, guys. Out. Peace out. Have a lovely evening.
Love.